Hey guys, it's Mick. Welcome back to more Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender action. In the last one, we finished up day 5 and met this real weird guy who made me fail my first day, or rather, made me not get perfect. God damn it, man. 17. I'm gonna see the number 17 in my nightmares because of that. 17! It means 17 ingredients! But also, things were dangerous outside, so we stayed at the bar. So in this one, we're starting day 6 right here at the bar. So, good morning, Dana. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends. And any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corps' president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. This is very chill music for, like, what is, like, anarchy going outside. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There's also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Sei is okay. I hope so. I like Sei a lot. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that, whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Sei, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Oh, what is this? This is unique. I like this interface. The scrolling, like, news, whatever. And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that the beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. What does that mean? But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me? Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and heater can't fix. Oh right, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Dunno, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing, it's just like the one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want, I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. What a mood! I'm 22, but I feel like I'm 16 years old. But that's mostly because this is I'll just skim over this because I just realized this is heavier than it needs to be. But because depression. I felt like I lost my teenage years to it. So now, like, just recently, I feel like I just started to actually, like, become a person and actually, like, grow and stuff. So I'm doing great now, but god damn. Okay, moving on. Oh, Didn't want to check the log? Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change it to something more comfortable. Take your time. Meow. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. Excuse me? What? Good old Bosco. Bosco? He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh, is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Yeah, that's true. People don't really want to remember that, typically. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things, and me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. I haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me, about missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic, and then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I felt like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing! Nothing! Now please give that to me. Elope. Alright. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Drink! Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Dunno, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid used at the bar again? Nutriogenic dicometrical lidogenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden's Kiss polluted the water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production, but the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And this one made with it? Let's see. Yep. Here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. And I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno, what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room, and even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Because she likes you, Dana. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, dunno, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kinda pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for! Hold on. Wait, let's get one more advancement. There we go. I need a screenshot of just this entire exchange. Hey, Jill, where did you get that black 4 ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I watched. Turns out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so I ended up staying. Aww. I love cats so much, honestly. Mine aren't that social. We have 2 cats right now. We had 3 until recently, but there's Kiefer, who is the oldest, and he's just a weirdo. He mostly hangs out with my mom. And yeah, he's supposed to be like a hairless skinny cat, but he's like fat. He's just huge. You gotta lift him from the knees. And he's such a freak, and we love him. And then there's River, who is, don't tell Kiefer, but River is my favorite. She's very, like, fluffy and kind of... She's not super social. She just kind of chills and sleeps a lot and kind of sometimes hangs out in my oldest sister's room. And, I love her a lot. It was Destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mess that's sleeping on the table. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Huh? Oh. Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Okay, so, at this point, I figured it was something like that Jill was just kind of projecting her voice onto 4, but I wasn't sure. But now I know that she's just a fool. Okay. Oh. Anyway. Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Anyway. A convenient escape for a weak and simple man. Or whatever Edgeworth says. What the hell is happening with my mouse? Interesting. Wait, what did she say? Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. Okay. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. I don't blame him. Like, I'm a very picky eater myself, and like, I'm not proud of that fact. But it's like, textures screw me up. Like, if the texture and taste of something don't match properly, ugh, awful. And like, even if food comes in contact with each other, the taste, it lingers. Awful. So like, I get it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. Screw you! He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up on the door in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'd be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You're a good person, Dana. That's very respectable of you. And I'm sure Gil really appreciates it. You made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? Alma? I was gonna say Armitage? What? Well, she's hot. I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and... Jill, you sure you aren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not, I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has... weird standards. That and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen a lot of sex workers over the year, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilim can be weird. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Let them get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them... Yep. And doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julian and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julian? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presents Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julian was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school, and what a surprise. Tweens are jackasses. They sure are. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, but I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Yeah, I can relate with that. It's no secret that I've always been kind of a nerdy kid, and I've always loved video games, especially, and particularly Legend of Zelda. And just in once I reached grade 4-ish, I was never really quote unquote popular. People never really liked me per se. But once I reached that age, people would just heckle me all the time about video games. It didn't feel great, but oh well. I'm over it at this point, but it still sucked, right? Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julian or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. Donna's good. It's actually kind of reasonable. Yeah, things like that don't go away easily. It takes a lot of work to unlearn those associations. And sometimes it's near impossible too. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jill. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. And then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was, and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? 2D. 2D? Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable. And now? I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriends started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me, and I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized that they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. Well, there's nothing inherently wrong with smoking. Like, it is bad for you, and you probably shouldn't. But like, you're not immoral for smoking. However, smoking around people who don't want to inhale it is a real dick move and kind of an asshole move, so I do think that's kind of on you, Jill. Like, that, like, it's just rude to smoke around people, cigarettes or weed, that don't want you to smoke around them. That doesn't mean that they should give you shit for having it as a habit, but you, like, forcing them to be around you while you're doing it is bad. Like, as for me, I don't smoke, I don't drink or anything, and I don't care if you do. However, I really don't appreciate being around people when they smoke weed, because, for one, I just don't like the smell, and two, it makes me nauseous and it gives me chest pain. So, like, that's just miserable. So, like, the fact that Jill finds this person non-compatible because of that, absolutely fine. But her doing that when he's not okay with it, that's an asshole move on her part. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you two. I kind of envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine. It's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh. She had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that'll make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey, Jill. Have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you can put on for. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend who I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called N1RV on A. If you thought the city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. Anne means it's an annex to another business. What does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened up N1RV and B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way, mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was a pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know? Okay, boss, I have to know. About what? About your arm. I'd rather not talk about it. Come on, I want to know how you got it. Fine. Yes, I had to use a couple of favors to get it, but I accepted no less than state-of-the-art tech. That's how I got it. That's technically correct, but come on! Why do you want to know how I got it? I just want to know more about you. You're always so cool and awesome, and can you at least tell me if it does something cool? It does have a couple of utilities installed, yeah? There's an HDD, so hard drive in the forum I use to save assorted data. It has a flashlight and a clock, but many prosthetic arms have those nowadays, kind of like watches. How did you feel when you lost it? To be honest, I was sad, but I was also satisfied. Yeah, I lost my dominant arm, but it sacrificed to help a bigger purpose. If I had to lose another limb to accomplish such a thing again, I'd totally do it. But of course, I just hope it doesn't come to that ever again. Now you're just teasing me. You'll hear nothing else from me, young lady. Aww, damn, I wanted to know. What happened to your arm? You gotta tell me, Donna. Also, this is a nice view. Oh, is it snowing? Oh, I like this song. It's very relaxing. Ooh, Chapter 2, Armaga, huh? Interesting. Achievement unlocked, coming right up. And what's the description? This chapter's name means bitter. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the 8,000 needed. I'm only halfway there. Jill is curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Okay, well, okay, well, I'll buy the Daruma, I guess. There we go. I'll check my phone later, but that actually was pretty long, so I think I'll end things off here, and we'll check the news and the Reddit, whatever, later. So, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.